Welcome to the Documentary Songwriters podcast. My name is Rohan Edwards, and today's song will be written by Malcolm Brooks and Chloë Isis from a story shared by Chloë about a recently deceased friend.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Brooks.
I'm Chloë Isis.
And we're here together today because we're going to create a song that documents an experience of Chloe's. Chloe's going to tell the story, I'll type it down, and then we'll look at the text together. And it's her spoken words which are going to drive everything. The premise really is that the song is already out there and we're just sort of finding it. And inspiration isn't so necessary as it is telling an experience that's true to one's heart.
2 days ago, I got the news that a man that comes to the contra dances that I always go to died from cancer. And when I found out, I cried, and I didn't really understand why I was so upset. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. He made kindness look so easy. He would always come find me at the break during the dance so I could help him cut up apple slices and give cookies and apples to the musicians. One time at a dance, I lost some buttons from my dress, and he sent me a letter in the mail with the buttons taped to the piece of the paper because he found them after the dance. And he only found 2 of them, but he added another that he thought might work. I just remember he'd bring these boxes of cookies and a couple of apples. And he would use his Swiss Army knife to cut the apples.
When you helped him cut the apples, what knife did you use?
I used his Swiss Army knife. I didn't bring my own knife. I got the email that was saying it. So I was at home when I found out, and I was sitting at the kitchen table, and my mom was there too. And when I told her what happened and I was crying about it, I started telling her about Ellerby.
In the interest of time, Chloe's story has been largely cut down from its original 20 minutes. What you heard is the content most relevant to what will be used in the final composition.
We're done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Can we just keep working?
Yeah, should I just get this
Yes,
out?
please. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at the text, all those words that you said and I typed in, and we're going to break up that long page into shorter lines that a poet might read or a singer might sing. And as we do it, we'll be, of course, reading through and reviewing, but we'll also be honoring the words that are right there and getting a feeling for the rhythm of them. It's going to take a little time, but when we're done, we're going to have a long free verse poem. Tell me where you want me to break up the lines, where to press return. Please.
Okay, so then after contra dances,
Okay.
after easy.
We'll fast forward to the next step.
Okay, so we've gone through, and now we have a very long free verse poem, but it is a pretty good free verse poem with some rhythm and a mood to it. So the next step now is we're going to look through it and see if there are any phrases which have a particular emotion to you, or phrases that sort of summarize up the feeling, or say something that you might want to say repeatedly, a line that we might insert in various places as the refrain of this long free text poem right now.
Okay, I think that the first one I see is, I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things he did. He made kindness look so easy.
Chloe and Malcolm are looking for a chorus. Chloe will have to decide what she feels conveys her story most effectively. We've skipped to the end.
I just didn't understand why I was reacting so strongly when I felt like I didn't know him very well.
Okay. I think at the very bottom, I wish that I had sent him a letter.
All right, so now we have gone through the text, the free verse, and we've put asterisks before and after the lines that might make a refrain. I'd like to ask you to think about two possible choruses. One possible chorus of 4 lines would be, I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all these things that he did. He made kindness look so easy. And that sentiment has a lot of powerful implications because you hardly know him, and yet there's a longing for him, which suggests that there's a longing for kindness in the world, and he was pure kindness, and you long for that. It also suggests that he was sort of a guide or a teacher or model for you. He taught through his actions rather than through his words. That's why your brain thinks, I don't know him, but your heart does. The other possible chorus is, he made kindness look so easy. I wish that I had sent him a letter. I know that if it was the other way around, he would have sent one to me. And there, it opens with, he made kindness look so easy after each verse, and it deals more with regret, saying, I wish I could have been more like him.
I think that I like the first one more, but I don't know, we might have to look at the verses again because it feels right now like the song is more about wishing I'd sent him a letter, but I like what the first idea of a chorus is saying.
Inside, well, I'm talking in a very cool, collected way, but inside I'm going, yippee!
Okay.
That's the one I like too.
Yay.
All right, so let's go through the verses and see how you feel if it were just those 4 lines.
One of the tests of a refrain is whether it can be sung repeatedly. Will the words chosen serve as a link between verses and connect the story in a clear fashion? Clarity is key.
So in the first verse, 2 days ago, I got the news that a man that comes to country dances died from cancer. And then you're sitting at the table, and you tell your mom, and I started telling her about Ellerby. The second verse, he would always come to find me at the break so I could cut up apples and give them to the musicians. Jumping down to, I used his Swiss Army knife. I didn't bring my own. And that would lead okay, I think, to, I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. You okay with that?
Yep.
So the third verse, one time at a dance, this is such a great verse, I lost some buttons from my dress, and he mailed them to me, and he added another that he thought might work. I don't know how someone I barely do. It fits okay there, too.
Chloe decides to get rid of a verse.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I think it's more the next verse that's talking about wishing I had sent him a letter. I don't know if that feels random at all without the choruses talking about the letter. Maybe we could move the part of the chorus that we're now not using as the chorus to that verse and kind of change that verse so it says that instead.
That was going to be my idea.
Sorry.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
At this point, with a solid structure in place, it's time to find the melody.
The next step would be for you to sing a few choruses.
Okay. So I'm just singing anything.
Yes, please. Just a few times.
I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all these things that he did. He made kindness look so easy. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things he did. He made kindness look so easy.
All right, so of those, did any of them feel right to you?
I don't know. I was thinking about it so much.
Instead of thinking, what is the melody, think, how can I communicate the feeling I have? And it may just be that you're sitting on one note the whole time.
I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things that he did. He made kindness look so easy.
All right, so that was wonderful.
That's really difficult.
That was tough?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not, like, I haven't done anything that I'm feeling like, oh yeah, that's the right way. And I think that we could, like, I could just sing versions and versions and versions. So I don't know what to do.
Uh-huh. In other words, we would be singing in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there another way we can think of? Yeah.
All right, so I'd like to try another experiment.
Okay.
And now we're going to go for what feels like the right groove or tempo for this song. So you can look at the words, skip the chorus, or look at the chorus, and with your body kind of feel how you would like to sing the song rhythmically. That right?
Yeah. Maybe a little slower.
That's right. Okay, so we can do a sing through the whole song at that tempo.
2 days ago, I got the news that a man who comes to concert dances died from cancer. I was sitting at the kitchen table, and my mother was there too. I started telling her about LRB, and I took out that line. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. Thought of all the things he did. He made kindness look so easy. He would always come and find me at the break so I could cut up apples to give to the musicians. He would bring these boxes of cookies and a couple of apples. He would use his Swiss Army knife to cut up apples. I used his Swiss Army knife. I didn't bring my own. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things he did. He made kindness look so easy. One time at a dance, I lost the buttons from my dress. He sent me them and a letter in the mail with the buttons taped to the paper. As he found them after the dance, he only found 2, but he added another he thought might work. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things he did. He made kindness look so easy.
I would like to draw your attention immediately to one part, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I don't understand
Yeah.
Oh, that note? Or this is really interesting to do it like this. Should I do it twice? Feel so hard. So it's lose is how I could pick.
You went to lose.
To lose. Okay.
Okay, so would you humor me and we'll do the same thing twice in a row.
Do the whole chorus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all the things that he would do. He made kindness look so easy.
Okay, how do you feel?
Good.
All right. I feel now that the question is how to make it have more of an arc. It feels to me that the first line, the second line, and the fourth line are pretty set. It's that third line. I thought of all these things that he would do. It feels like that one needs to cry more.
And keep the melody the same, or no? Okay.
No. And it feels like it's either going to be things or he or something's going to be up there higher, you know.
Now here's the final recording of Kindness.
2 days ago I got the news that a man who comes to confidences died from cancer. I was sitting at the kitchen table, my mom was there too. I started telling her about Ellerby. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all these things he would do. He made kindness look so easy. He would always find me at the dance so that I could cut up apples to give to the musicians. He would use his Swiss Army knife and I would use it too, because I didn't bring my own. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. I thought of all these things he would do. He made kindness look so easy. One time I lost some buttons from my dress. He put them in a letter that he sent in the mail. With the buttons taped to the paper, he found them after the dance. He only found two, so he added one more. I don't understand how someone I hardly knew could feel so hard to lose. Thought of all these things he would do. He made kindness look so easy. He made kindness look so easy.
Thank you for listening to the Documentary Songwriters podcast. We hope you enjoyed hearing the songwriting process in action. For more music and information about the process, visit us at documentarySongwriter.org. You can also find more of our work on Facebook, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Stay well.